Good afternoon. We are keeping a close eye on Tropical Storm Cristobal as it is now in the Bay of Campeche and a tropical storm. This system is a minimal tropical storm now, but it could develop and strengthen as it moves to the north later this week. We're taking a look at it there on your screen, and right now it's got 40-mile-an-hour winds gusting to 50, and it's moving to the south now. It's going to continue this circular motion until we get into past Wednesday. And as I put this tracker on here, you'll see just that as we get into later in the week, it starts to curve back to the north, and then it moves northward. According to most forecast models, we will see it moving north. The majority of them do take it into the central Gulf Coast, but again, there's still some uncertainty with that, and it's something we'll watch. Nevertheless, you can see by Sunday they'll be watching for this system as it's a little stronger and heading toward the Louisiana coastline. And of course, our eyes will be on this very closely. Back at home right now, we are seeing a little bit of rain, certainly not what we saw yesterday, but a few spots are getting some downpours. You can see those are very widely scattered near George West and just to the north of Beeville, south of Freer, and near Alice right now. The storm near Alice producing some heavier downpours. Temperatures right now have cooled down to 75 with the rain in Alice, but in the 80s elsewhere, and you probably noticed it's humid out there today. That humidity continues to climb as we have our easterly breeze that has picked up a little bit this afternoon, and that is going to keep us in that humid air the next several days. With light winds tonight and that east wind, that easterly breeze and all that moisture, we'll see the chance of rain decreasing, but we may see some fog in our inland areas and just an isolated shower chance late tonight toward the coastline. And then tomorrow could see a couple more showers or storms popping up, but all in all, looks like it's going to be very warm and humid for your Wednesday. A lot of areas will stay dry tomorrow. We're looking at that east to southeast wind, and temperatures inland making it into the lower 90s. Here is a look at future tracker. This is this evening. This is 4:30, and notice how the showers, and as soon as that sunset, start to decrease. So it'll be mainly dry tonight, with the exception of a brief shower possible closer to the coast late tonight. And then as we head through tomorrow, not a lot of coverage on the rain, but again, a spot shower or thunderstorm is a possibility on your Wednesday, as we will see temperatures heating up. So a bigger picture on all this, we are watching Cristobal because depending on where that storm ends up is what we are going to see the effects from it. Right now, we're not going to see any effects, at least until later in the weekend. For right now, though, you can see as I put future tracker into motion, still that chance of rain tomorrow, but notice how we're drier by Thursday and Friday. This forecast model not showing much in the way of precipitation. Let me slow this down a little bit and we'll back it up. This is a look at it as we head into Friday. Still dry, and we'll see that heat starting to crank up across the area. Now, if Cristobal goes to our east as forecast, it'll depend on how close that wobbles to us if we can get in on any outer bands of rain. Right now it's looking mainly dry, as most of the moisture will stay well to our east. Not only that, but it'll also cause those winds aloft to shift to the north, and it's going to heat things up here. We'll be on the dry side of that storm, and temperatures will come up quite a bit. That and also we have a ridge of high pressure building aloft, so between the two, looks like we could see some pretty good heat in our forecast. So with that, here is your 7-day outlook. You'll notice still those slight rain chances here tomorrow and into Thursday. You're probably also noticing those numbers go up. It gets hot and sticky here. In fact, by the time we get into Saturday, the heat indices will be as high as 106 out there. Temperatures climbing into the mid-90s by Sunday. And again, we're going to keep an eye on Cristobal because depending on where it ends up, we're looking like we'll probably be on the dry side of that. But if it wobbles to the west, we could be talking rain. So we'll be watching that through the week. Drew?